focused man who really cares about making sure that the criminal justice system is fair for everybody. I mean, what he's doing for Tracy Hunter, he's done for lots of folks. He and the folks in the organization that he works for, or works with, should I say. So that's my spiel on Mr. Singleton, David Singleton. And very, very intelligent man and willing to share. The last time I saw Mr. Singleton, I wasn't moderating, actually. I was just a part of the event over at the University of Cincinnati. Rob Richardson Jr. actually was moderating the event, and I was there just as a station's present and making sure everything went right and just making sure that everything went the way that people expected it to go. And I remember he was on the panel and just dropping ill flows, just superlative flows. And, I'm a person who has a lot of passion, and I respect people who have passion. Many of the individuals that over the years that you hear me bringing on the airwaves on a regular basis, they have passion about what they do. Give me someone with passion about what they do any day of the week. Any day of the week. And I would count Mr. Singleton as one of those individuals. So I did not see it. I have heard about it. People have sent me different things and their thoughts. Some folks who were actually there that day. And it really goes back to show that this is more about their emotion. Tracy Hunter basically made these white males feel inept, feel inadequate, because she wouldn't bow down and clean the floor and bring in oatmeal raisin bran cookies. That's what it came down to. Simple as that. And so their little tender feelings got hurt. How dare she disrespect me? How dare she, right? And I'm talking about the Republican Party. It's very emotional. I talked to Alex Triantafulu many years ago, and he confided in with me. I won't say everything we talked about because I'm not that kind of dude. I don't care who you are. If you tell me something in confidence, it stays in confidence, period. But I can share with you that, we're talking during the break. It wasn't our last interview, but our second to last interview some time ago. And he basically tells me, he got some emotion around this whole Tracy Hunter thing. It's emotional. And I'm like, grown ass man, if you don't man up. So that's how I feel about that. Kashana writes, good morning. Good morning, Kashana. Great to have you. Great to see you. Great to see you. I see Jerica's in. How you doing, Jerica? She said, holla, hashtag team and I. Good to have you. Demi writes, good morning. Good morning, Demi. Good to see you. Political Woodstock. What's up, man? A talk show. If a child can read by first grade, that is the benchmark. If a child's unable to read by first grade, more than likely they will go to the penitentiary. Just saying. Absolutely. Yes, this is a talk show. We're live every single morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. I go hard in the paint. Broadcasting live from the city of my birth, Cincinnati, Ohio. Glad to have you, Political Woodstock. Tracy writes, I always vote for my levy, but sadly, my district isn't improving. That's frustrating. Political Woodstock writes, good luck on CNN. C-I-N-N. Not sure what that means. Charles, good to see you, man. Good morning. He writes, good morning, fam. Absolutely. Come on in, Charles. We always got a place for you, bro. Cruther writes, CPS feeds the children to the prison pipeline with their zero tolerance policy. Change the policy, and I might change my mind. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong about that, Cruther. You're absolutely right. I mean, whatever your viewpoint is your viewpoint. And I'll be honest with you, I feel a bit embarrassed because, had I been on top of things, I would have been at that meeting yesterday. You know me, I like to be everywhere. I should have been at that meeting yesterday. And moving forward, I will be there. I do know that there were folks there, concerned parents who were wearing red. They all had red T-shirts on or over at the meeting yesterday for the Cincinnati Board of Education. And they were wearing red, I'm assuming now, because they're seeing red. They're feeling red. It means anger. I'm upset. Why? Because these are parents who are very upset that CPS may take over the Clifton Cultural Arts building. They're very upset about that. Now, full disclosure, my daughter, she does programming out of that building every Wednesday. She's there. She's there. And she's taking programs. They do wonderful programs. Wonderful program. I'm here to tell you firsthand. And so this is something that will impact the Ivey household, quite honestly. It's going to impact Little Buddha, perhaps. Little Buddha? That's right. It's my daughter for those who are tuning in for the first time. And it really needs to be discussed. I want to get more into that and many other matters this morning with you. If you're a Cavs fan, they're playing basketball and they're losing. We'll talk about that. Are the Cavs in trouble? Are the Cavs in trouble? My name is Nathan Ivey, currently 7:23 a.m. in the Queen City. We'll be back with more. Don't go anywhere.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jason Derulo. I love that music connects to people all over the country. But unfortunately, so does something else. Childhood hunger. 15 million kids struggle with hunger right here in America. And yet, every year, billions of pounds of surplus food in the U.S. go to waste instead of going to the children in need. Feeding America is working to change this. The Feeding America nationwide network of food banks rescues this surplus of food to help provide meals to families in virtually every community in the United States, including yours. But they just can't do this alone. Join me in the fight against hunger in America. For more information on what you can do to get involved, visit feedingamerica.org. That's feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Good morning. Welcome back. Currently 7:25 a.m. in the Queen City. Welcome back to the last honest place in America, the Nathan Ivey Show. And many thanks for you for all the support. Let's move forward. I will read your chat this morning. Numerous things to discuss. As I said, the Cavs lost last night, and I've got mixed feelings about it. On one hand, as someone who enjoys sports entertainment, and I don't watch sports entertainment just so my team or the person or individuals that I'm supporting wins. I like to see competition, and I'm finally getting it. I mean, I actually enjoyed the game last night. They were down by, 18 points at one point? Came all the way back, only to lose. And it's very interesting now. I mean, you got a 3-game series as you go back to Cleveland, C-Town. That's where my in-laws live. That's where my wife is from. And hey, it looks like it's anybody's series. It looks like it's anyone's series. And I support LeBron James because he's got so many critics. That's one reason. The other reason is he's a son of Ohio just like myself. Just like Steph Curry, by the way. Did you know that? They were born in the same hospital many years. Yeah. Ohio makes superlative individuals. Okay? I keep telling you, folks, Ohio is special. We are different. Our products are different. You didn't know that about Steph, did you? It's the truth. You can say that arguably the two best basketball players in the NBA were both born in Ohio. So take pride, Ohioans. I know I do. But anyway, it's hard to tell. I mean, you're seeing the Toronto Raptors play like a real team. And who was this Bismack Biyombo dude? Where the hell did he come from? Just came out of nowhere, wagging his finger. Where'd he come from? Kevin Love twisted his ankle, dropping dimes. He ain't dropping no dimes no more. He's dropping no dimes. I need you to drop some dimes, Kevin. He twisted his ankle. My ankle. He stepped on a ref's foot. Now, we don't know whether he's going to play or not. Listen, I just like to see primetime players step up. If the Cavs lose, they lose. They lose. They didn't win. They're not ready, period. Later on tonight, of course, you've got Oklahoma City Thunder and the Golden State Warriors, Game 4. I believe they're in Oklahoma City. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see that either. So I'm getting what I wanted. I wanted to see competitive basketball. I want to see 6-game, 7-game series, because after this, there's nothing. There's Reds. And the Reds aren't doing too well. I don't know how people go see a team that they know probably is going to lose. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm a different kind of sports fan. I hear people telling me, oh, it's about the art. Yeah, yeah. Well, you enjoy the art. You enjoy that. It's about the experience. And I've been to Great American Ballpark. It's a fabulous place to watch a game when they're winning, when they're competitive. And every excuse in the world is being made for the current Reds manager. I mean, every excuse. I saw a headline, I'm paraphrasing loosely, that read, how is all this losing affecting the manager? What? Who gives a damn how it affects them? When? Okay? If you are, I feel bad for Reds fans, I really do, because you deserve a winner. You deserve a winner. All the money, all the time, the opening day parades, all the memorabilia, all the hats and bobbleheads, and you can't even get to the damn playoffs. Oh, my God. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Okay? I don't want to go there. But any NBA fans in the room, will the Cavs win? That's what I want to know. Or is it over? And what will people say about LeBron James if he loses? It's going to be hot. It really is. But back to our earlier discussion, we were talking about the fact that the Cincinnati School Board voted unanimously for a levy resolution, and I want to know how you feel about it. I mean, let's say you're not a homeowner. If you were a homeowner, how would you feel about it? And that might be too much of a stretch because, you know, trying to ask yourself what would you do if you were in a certain situation like that can be difficult, but that's what I'm asking you. And in particular, if you are a homeowner in the city of Cincinnati, are you willing to pay $300 more per $100,000 worth of your property? I am. If I had no children, I would be willing to do that. And maybe it's because I'm biased. Like I said, I've worked in the Cincinnati Public School for 5 years. After 5 years working in a school building, you get a chance to really understand how things work. You really can. And our children need it. Our children need it. And to me, this should be a no-brainer as long as it makes sense. So what's going to happen now is people are going to over-scrutinize Cincinnati Public Schools. My daughter wasn't allowed to graduate. To hell with CPS. You're going to get every sob story, every criticism, every critique it's going to be an avalanche of critiques. Okay? All headed toward the school board and Cincinnati Public Schools. But I would much rather put my money in our children than a sports team, as we did here in the city of Cincinnati with the Bengals. Again, I got no problem with the Bengals. They are fine corporate partners. I know this firsthand. Same thing with the Reds. What the Reds do in terms of giving back to the community, and I've seen it firsthand. You know me, I don't just talk about things that I think about. And when I do, I always preface it that way. I'm telling you what I have seen with my own eyes, okay? But we still deserve winners. We still deserve a pennant race. Maybe people have changed since they decided to, in their infinite wisdom, to vote for a tax increase here, a sales increase for the Bengals. I bet you wish you could do that again, don't you? It's been 8 years since the last new school levy in the city. And, you know, you got a lot of people working together. You got the United Way. You got Cincinnati Public Schools. You got, you know, the partnership for the preschool promise. You maybe even have some business leaders who may be involved with this as well. Because everybody wins. Like when we've got a public school system that is educating our children, teach them how to read, how to write, this identifying children that's got a spark in them that you know may be destined for bigger and better things. We all win. The business community wins because I don't know, like if you got a long-term business, right, and you're in the city of Cincinnati, you need workers. You need workers. You need an environment that's great for business. And, you know, you want employees that are smart, intelligent, bright, upwardly mobile. That's going to increase your business. All right? That's going to push your business forward. Okay? We all need that. To me, this seems like a no-brainer. But again, that's just my thoughts about it. What's your take on it? Avery writes, Dave,